Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Steelers going up against the Patriots.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Off play action, it's Webb. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 55 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
No, Jack, Patriot! Now let's go!
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. First down and goal to go from the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 1st down, Watson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Webb. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Patriots send out their punter. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down following the run. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler. First down. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Just a little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen. Usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Off the bootleg. Webb. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 46. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they try the right side here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Webb. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here to his running back. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Webb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And they give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but Every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find the crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Look at the spin. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. No, check. Patriots!
On 1st and 10, Webb. Well, Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Here's Webb. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard. Gun.
Off the bootleg. Webb shakes off the sack. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we went back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, a nice spin. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
David Njoku was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They are going for it. Here's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Gone. Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, losing the tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's got room. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to do is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Mack. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Twisting away. Oh, look at the juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. On 1st down, it's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ohio, let's go.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Faking the give, now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. Get up, baby, get up. Let's go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team,